Yo, it's your boy Big Q 0789. And I just recently watched a video. I'm not going to say I'm angry at it. I'm not, because for the most part, it's pretty much true. I watched 5 Reasons by Tokenblack chick. And, wow, I have a huge pimple on my nose. That is not sexy. Anyway, let me try. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, Tokenblack chick, I have created this response, and it's in an attempt to save the male race. So I hope you enjoy this little tidbit.
5 reasons why men are scum and women let them get away with it. 1. They only want one thing, no exceptions.
Well, basically, this is true. But you can't say no exceptions because, while sex is generally on the list of things that a guy may want from a female, there are other things that we tend to like. Myself personally, I enjoy good conversation. I like a woman who can make me laugh and who likes me and thinks I'm funny. It's a lot that you can ask for from a woman. And to say that sex is the only thing wanted by a man, that's pretty wrong. Now, there are men out there who only want that one thing specifically from that one female, but let's think about it. Generally, humans are animals. And what is an animal's primary function? To exist. How do we exist? How do we continue? By reproducing. What is sex? Sex is a means of reproduction. So if you look at it from that kind of standpoint, most men just do they follow their animalistic ways. And while this isn't good, and these men aren't very civilized, it's a fact of life.
2. They fall in love before they can have that thing and then out of love once they've had it. Whereas women conversely fall in love afterwards.
In my personal opinion, you can't fall out of love. You can only fall out of like. So if you truly love that person in the beginning when you were trying to get that thing, then you didn't fall in love afterwards. So if they said that they fell in love, they were in love with you, and then they said they weren't, it's pretty obvious that they wasn't in love from the beginning. Sorry to break it to you. He didn't love you. On that same note, what you're also saying is that women only fall in love after they have sex. That's not true, and women can fall in love before sex as well. So I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, that's kind of backwards. Well, not really backwards, but it's not necessarily true. You're generalizing. That's not a good habit to get into.
3. They will lie, cheat, steal, and murder to get that thing.
Sadly enough, in today's culture, sex is used as a means to establish your dominance. I guess the more women that you have sex with, the cooler you are. This is also judged based on the race of women, the amount of women that you have sex with at one time, the amount of times you can get a woman to do, the popularity of a woman, generally whether or not they're models or maybe they have a show or something like that. While this is very sad, it is today's culture. And that's what a lot of men do. What can you say? Lying, cheating, stealing, and destroying is just also a way that men use to show how desperate they are to get that thing. Whether or not the female chooses to give in to these desperate attempts, it's strictly on her.
4. They freely admit to numbers 1, 2, and 3, and women don't care.
Do men really need to admit to these things? I mean, it's common knowledge. It's there. You see it daily. It's obvious.
And the number 5 reason why men are scum and women let them get away with it? We can't live without them.
And it is exactly that attitude that will get a female hurt. You have to understand that you don't need a man for anything. You can live without them, and you can persevere, and you can be strong without a man. It's not necessary, and it's not that important. Okay, you'll get yourself a guy when it's time for you to get yourself a guy. If you keep looking for that guy, then yeah, things like that will happen to you. So, yeah, I mean, stop saying that you have to have a guy or you can't live without them, because you can live without them and you can do it. What did Destiny Child say? I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. Well, I'm gonna work hard. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of women want to have sex and they choose to have sex, and it's something that they do. It's part of their life. The reason I'm sending you this response is because you're generalizing all men, and that's not fair. There's some men who do want more than just sex. And yeah, while they may think about it and while it may be a thing that they desire, it's not all that they're after. Now, whatever situation that you were in or whatever guy that you may be mad at who did this to you, I apologize, and I'm sorry that this had to happen to you, but it's not fair that you go out and you start dogging all men. Not all men are like that, and not all men should have to hold responsibility for the rest of the sex. So, yeah, that's not fair at all. I'm sorry for whatever happened to you. Bye.